Sup goats, it's Joe, and welcome back to a new live reaction and review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Planet Cyclops by Cyclops Recordings. So this is the second full-length compilation by Cyclops Recordings, split into 3 sections like the last one was: Hyde's headquarters, the psychedelic division, and heavy artillery. I sort of like that. I like that Subtronics and the management team decided to divide up the tunes into their respective categories. That's pretty tight. I like that. So yeah, I checked the Spotify track list, and the way the tracks were ordered was just random, almost. So I'm gonna start with Hyde's headquarters. Yeah, this is just the rhythmy, beepy, bloopy side to these compilations. I've sort of gathered from the last comp. Yeah, Psychedelic Division goes more deep dubstep-y and wonky, wookie. And yeah, Heavy Artillery mainly consists of Tear Out. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else left to say. Without further ado, let's start with the first track here, Subtronics himself with Bar Mitzvah Disaster. Okay. I have an sort of unhealthy addiction to the Oh No bootleg at the moment. It's probably my favorite tune by him, to be honest. I know that's a pretty basic pick when it comes to choosing favorites from producers, but that tune is just, it showcases everything that makes Subtronics style good. Ooh. Yeah. Subtronic saturation on show. Ooh. Snare switch up too, it's not... That was just a little something. Okay, it didn't venture that far, but I got into it. Yeah, it's just Subtronics' sound design, presented in a choppy sort of manner. The way he makes it sound so fresh, yet so nostalgic. Y'all know what I mean, that hint of old school dubstep. Those detuned wailing bits in the back. I like the melody playing out in the back too. Eerie, sort of. Okay, it didn't do as much as I'd like it to. It was a good idea. It feels more like an intro to the compilation instead of a fully fleshed out song. But yeah, it's very much Subtronics' style, as I was saying. Backing melodicity supported the front idea relatively well. Yeah, those just bits of bass line were textured, in your face. It wasn't bad, but it did feel a little unfinished in my opinion. Okay, let's get to Level Up with Velvet Crossbow. Ad break. Okay, here we go. Nice melodies. It actually reminds me of Subtronics himself quite a bit. I don't know why. Break yourself, fool. Yep. Delivery's straightforward, a bit stagnant. The sounds aren't bad though. Ooh, what was that? Okay, a little tedious. Yeah, I'm getting Subtronics vibes for sure. Sound design was pretty decent, but the way it was arranged felt kind of sluggish, if that makes sense. Break yourself. But I do like that wonky, lasery aspect that everything has. I like that sound so much. Yeah, I wasn't huge on that one. It was okay. As I was saying, nice sounds on show, but it just felt a bit stagnant and straightforward. Yeah, both of these tunes so far were only 2.5 minutes. Yeah, but I do feel like they sort of get you in the mood for this segment. Yeah, so far both are alright, not doing too much. Jandi, Crystal Fang. I'm gonna say this again. Only tune of Jandi's I've really gotten into is Death Wish. Ooh. I'm enjoying this. I like how the sustain comes in. That seething sustain. Oh, how it dipped out and came back in. And the little melodicity in the motif. That right there. Yeah, and the little light, clunky mechanical bits that just bounce off that idea are just so solid. I like this ambience. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites from Jandi. Ooh. More movement overall. Sub, sounds, more fluid. Oh. Yeah, just that overall whirring feel to the entire tune. Like it's some machinery being fucking turned off and on and back off. All those elements working together. Oh. Those chain sounds there. That was a highlight in Jandi's discography for me personally. I don't know about y'all. And it also had that just Cyclops flavor running through it. I feel like mainly because of the melodicity, the dun 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 that opened up the segments, especially in the first drop. Yeah, solid, cool. Let's get to Blank Space and Maahir, big boy Maahir, Gamma. As for Blank Space, I enjoy his music the most when it goes in the minimal beepy bloopy direction. My favorite song of his, by a long shot, is Component 17. His other stuff is well produced, but it's not a standout in my opinion. Yeah, just tunes like Computer Milk, Component 17, that are just very minimal, very light, very easy on the ear. Like the pronunciation right there. Yeah, everything is so small and so sharp. That melodicity, or I'm gonna say harmonicity because it's more chords. That was so unexpected. And it backs up the main sound so well. Oh, that's cute. That was so cute at the end. That melodicity just playing out solo. Okay. Quick build up. Yeah, just more mechanical. Not as chunky as with the Jandi tune. Oh. That fill reminded me of Akios, the spam fill. This is solid. The fills! They just get smaller and smaller. It's just a whole bunch of ear candy. It's like an assortment of jewels just being put into the mix. Yeah, they're also pinprick, but have their own little just... Each of the sounds have their own little twist and character to them. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so far, this is sounding promising. Dr. Lobster, Headrush. I enjoyed Dr. Lobster's song off of the Indefinite Recordings comp. That one was tight. I think it was called 314. Okay, pretty glossy. Pretty computerized too, like glitchy a bit. Oh! I was gonna say this sounded a bit more straightforward, but then, yeah, that little other pattern. Yeah, same thing with 314. The sounds are cool, but they're not like in my face as much as I'd like them to be, like pronounced, like sharp and direct. Still, I mean, solid idea. Oh, I like that little snare that came in. Oh, build-up didn't do much at all. Okay, I like the bursty pattern that just gets thrown at you like tonality. I hear some bubbliness too, just a lot of layering being done. Energy solid too. This might just be another solid tune for Dr. Lobster. I mean, that flow, it gets me. I wasn't sure what flow he was gonna put on show after the A section. Like the A section flow of those sounds was pretty tight and rapid, and then sort of eased up as the sections progressed. But you just switched it up nicely. Yeah, it's a solid tune, you know. Yeah, just the individual sounds being stacked on top of each other and just switching around, switching up to provide variation as well, with changing up the flows as well. It's catchy. Okay, so we got Cyclops with Nightcrawler. Cyclops on Cyclops Recordings. Like to see it. Okay. I'll be pretty satisfied if he does something like Bite on this tune. Oh, stompy build up.
Nightcrawler.
Yep. Light, shrill, sustain. Typical Cyclops there. And that delivery. Just how it comes up. Other than that, it's pretty minimal. And Cyclops' sustains. Yeah, it has so much potential and potency, but it doesn't fully unleash it. It keeps you tense. That's what I like about it. It doesn't have to unleash its energy 100%. It just brims with so much power and force. But it just directs it in such a clean manner. Or if it were to pitch even higher, I would have gotten into it more. But the pitching down is solid variation. But I would have preferred that it went up. But you know what? It may have been too shrill, so. I hear some glitchiness in there too. Oh, okay. Drop too brief. I may have gotten into it, but it was too brief. I mean, sure, slight variation, enough variation, but why is the drop cut in half like that? Nice heartbeat sound. Just ended on a sinister note, but yeah. Like, come on, just copy and paste that drop, add some more variation. I would have been fine. Still pretty solid. One of my favorites by Cyclops as well. Not as good as Bite, but still, yeah, that wasn't bad. Emorfik, Bad Kids. Final track of this segment, Heine's Headquarters. It's much calmer and more somber than the rest of these intros. Not jumpy or anything, just moves along, just hovering. I like that build up. Didn't do much. That's the best build up. That's the best build up. I expected it to hit harder, judging by the build-up, but you know what? This okay. Okay. Whoa. I heard a sub-pitch. The sounds were all over the place during the first half of that drop. But then they sort of worked together, became more straightforward, so I could make out more of what was going on. I like how it winds up, just powers up, but the sounds are a bit light in my opinion. They could have been chunkier. Judging by the tone and timbre of those sounds, I just feel like they should be weightier. Still, switch was nicely executed. Same theme running through. I like those synths. Just this build up. Fake out. Yeah, see, you expected to hit a little more. But still, I mean, I like that malfunctioning robot type sound design. Another drop that could have been expanded upon. Double the length. I mean, technically there were 3 drops on show with the switch in between the first 2. In my opinion, tunes that end with a drop that's half as long as either the first one was or the first 2 were with the switch in between, it just sounds unfinished. Like, I expect more to come in. Yeah, but still, end of the segment. Solid segment, very solid segment. Didn't dislike a single track. I mean, some improvement in my opinion. But yeah, let's get into the next segment, Psychedelic Division, starting with Ace Aura and Subtronics with Resist. This is going to be very, very interesting. I love to hear how they're going to implement their styles into one tune. Jangly and uplifting. Okay, this is more Ace Aura. Oh, there's the Subtronics right there. See that vocal bass line? That's defo him. I really like that melodicity. I feel like I know what's gonna come in. Some color bass with that Subtronics flavor on top, right? And they just went downstairs. Yo. What are those machine gun things in between? It's just color bass on top, Subtronics bass line down below, and they just... Oh, that's pronounced. It's not even like a machine gun bass either. It's just like a, I don't even know. Ooh, hybrid trap. Oh, the harmonicity that came in too. Yeah, I mean, the way they put both of their styles together is simple. Color bass, Subtronics down below. But it works. It works. And the melodicity is good. That's what I was looking for, since I was expecting it to be a melodic track. Fake out. More guttural here. Yeah. Again, for some reason, the final drop felt a bit cut short. I'm guessing that's sort of the Cyclops style by now. Yeah, but still, I mean, like I was saying, both of their sound design elements just moved everywhere together. It worked a little better than I expected, you know? But yeah, simple structuring and pretty cute tune. Okay, TYNAN, Draw from the Void. Hype for this. TYNAN is a monster. He's one of the only people I feel like in the bass music scene that can just put his mind to any bass music genre and execute it so well. DMB, got you. FMSU was already so solid, I mean. That's some quirky melodicity right there. I'm not huge on it, the melodic bits, but we'll see what he does. Oof. That's crazy. I like that tripping over itself delivery right there. Did bro just resample Mr. Krabs or some shit? Yeah, that TYNAN energy just there. Colorful sound design as well. Just skittering over the mix. This reminds me of a 70s space movie. Those beepy sounds on the spaceship. Some higher beepiness, some tonality added. The intricacy. You have to appreciate it. I have to admit, the delivery in the second drop, I think it pitched up slightly. I wasn't huge on that delivery. I felt like the first one worked more, but the sound design probably is a little better because it's more sporadic. Flow over like the entire drop was more straightforward. Still, I mean, it's TYNAN. That's nice. That's very nice. I love that ending section. Okay, let's get to Guppi with Ransom. I'm hoping for some just iffy melodicity. I'm hoping for some disjointed ideas that for some reason work together. That's what Guppi does best. Oh, I already hear that Guppiness right there. That oh, this is just a build-up. Why am I fucking with it? Yeah, Guppi's music is very ballsy, but it works wonders. Oh. See how iffy this sounds, but it works in my head. I like it. I'm enjoying it. What is he doing? Can somebody explain to me why the fuck his shit sounds so detuned and so incohesive and incoherent, but the sounds aren't as pronounced as I'd like them to be. They sound a bit muffled, but that's 100% what I was looking for with Guppi. That just beyond weird wonkiness. It feels a little more focused than the Modern Talking EP as well. It's not as out there, which is kind of a drawback, but it does sound a little more coherent, so that sort of, it balances it out. That makes up for that. Oh! Compacted Rabbit. It's like glossy and mechanical too. The girthiness paired with that shrill glossiness as well. Guppi's music is more or less a collage of randomness, of just bits and pieces of ideas. But they tie together in a way I can't explain. He does it so fucking well. Favorite so far, by the way. I'm still struggling to understand how this doesn't sound detuned and weird to my ears. I mean, a lot of attention to detail has to be done to reach that, like, level of... I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that. Ripple. Raveification. Got some house. Okay. Very minimal. Like, no melodic elements or anything. I heard a vocal chop. That... I'm getting a bass house, G house kind of vibe. I like how saturated this build-up is. Very simple. You got those bassy house hits doing their thing and the vocal on top. Oh. They got a bit fuzzier there. Grittier. Oh! The exotic drums he added. Bring that back. Okay, I like the reverb modulation on the vocal, how it fills out the space of the mix, that hazy ambience. Tight, pretty tight. So far, in my opinion, it sounds a teeny tiny bit generic. There's a couple elements that separates it from like that poppy house shit you hear on the radio, but I'm hoping Ripple introduces more elements that make it its own thing and make it unique. I mean, the exotic drums were a good start, but so far, this is pretty, not pretty, it's a little bland. Yeah, it's groovy, but I'm not hearing anything major that's separating it from a lot of popular bass house, or just house, whatever this is. Oh, they're back, those drums. Yeah, the drum, like I was saying, the drums introduce a little flavor and uniqueness, but they're used so sparsely that, I mean, the rest of the sections without those drums just feel generic again. Okay, you have a little DJ scratch sample. I like the cowbells. Yeah. I like how the tune's fleshed out and doesn't end too quickly. Gets you in the moment, but just more unique sounds need to be added, in my opinion. More left field sounds that make it a bit more, just a bit brighter. Okay, so now let's get to Jkyl and Hyde, Chassi with Death's Door.
Is that possible, despite the fact that no energy is given off? To your theory, then, the dead are in a conscience.
Whoa! I like the pattern of those build-up drums, or the drums that led you into the build-up. I don't know if it was a really slow triplet or something else, but that was ominous. I completely forgot that Jkyl and Hyde style is like minimal, and they just add these sounds in between, just that sizzle and fizzle. I like that sound right there. Oh, sub movement on point. That spammed fucking sound in the back, whatever it is, carries, for real. Drop gets under your skin, pretty sinister, murky, distasteful. I forgot, there was a Jkyl and Hyde tune I really enjoyed, dropped on a Black Label comp, I forget the name of it. I have to look it up in a minute. Ooh, beepy bloopiness. Good beepy bloopiness, not no bland ass. Yeah, just compact, knocking sound design. Oh, it was Broadcast. I really fuck with Broadcast by Jkyl and Hyde. Reminds me of Jkyl, actually. But this is even nastier. That bass line! All the sounds that come in to support the main idea. Come on now. Those almost overtake the main idea when it comes to like stand out in this. This is disgusting. Oh, and I absolutely love how expanded this drop is, by the way. That's what I was missing with the bulk of these tunes. Solid. Very, very solid. That was nice. This comp is impressing me, honestly. Wiley. Which Wiley? Jordynmoody, Wreckno, Acidears. I'm assuming that's not UK rapper Wiley. Freeform. It's Wreckno, so I was expecting some Wakan type music. Why do their cadences remind me of Lomeo? My bad, by the way. It just reminded me of that. The pronunciation of those wubs. Ooh. I like how noisy the tails of those sounds are. See, when they creep up, they just... those high frequencies just get filled out. I love that. That was good. Yeah, that filtering being done, it sounds like the sounds are being lifted out of water almost. Oh. The direction of those wubs. That's some tasty ass motherfucking freeform. I've never been huge on Wreckno, but this is good. This is the second to last tune. I actually wish there'd be more freeform and deep dubstep in this section, the psychedelic division. I know there was a lot of deep dubstep and freeform with the last Cyclops compilation during the psychedelic division segment. I'd wish for a little more here. But the songs we are getting on display with this segment they're nice. But yeah, as for that tune, that was some pretty tasty freeform. Just the swampy aspect in general, that was enjoyable to listen to. Final track of the segment, Fly with Phoenix. Oh, metronome sound? Like the Reese. If this is halftime, I'll be happy because we haven't gotten any halftime. It's more freeform than halftime, but it has the halftime BPM to it. That's very minimal, actually. Oh, the incorporation of those vocals. This is a bit too straightforward, I feel like. I like the tone of the little fuzzy wubs, sub basses down there, but it's a bit too minimal. I wish there'd be a little more going on. Oh, that piano section. The way it builds tension. This tune is tiring me out, not because it's boring, just it's like hypnotizing. I need to get my energy back up for this final section because there's some names on there and some songs. Oh, the texture. I love that white noise in the front of the mix, just filling out. That helps with the minimalism. It just sounds like an air can. Those Predator sounds too, that crackling, whatever the fuck that is. Variation was solid. Not as minimal in the second drop, but that's what I was hoping for, more sounds being added. Oh, the melodicity. Yeah, it just, whole tune sounds like you're walking through an extraterrestrial jungle. I don't, my brain comes up with some weird ass landscapes when I listen to interesting music, for real. So far I haven't disliked the tune. That is crazy. I mean, let's get to heavy artillery. I need to mentally and physically prepare myself for this because, whew, I mean, Subtronics got some tear out motherfuckers on this. Like, actual heavy tear out. Yeah, I think I should be ready. Nice section. I liked it a little more than Hyde's Headquarters. Oof, but this one's probably going to be my favorite. Starting with a producer I'm not huge on, actually, but has impressed me with their 2021 showcase, DDD, God Eater. Yeah, I used to not enjoy DDD's music very much, but that 2021 showcase, just the bright flavor, the jumpiness, while still some underlying heaviness there. I still wouldn't consider myself like a fan of their music, but it definitely impressed me. That opening sustain was a bit sludgy. I like its movement, but it's a bit too drab. The tear out stabs are also nicely pronounced, and the flow is good, but they don't carry much weight. Not huge on it so far. Mix is a little messy. I think I heard the sustain there too. Okay, so far I'm not getting too much out of it. I'm not sure if DDD made this tune before the 2021 showcase. It might even be in the 2021 showcase, but I can't remember it. But it has a lot of the problems that I've had with DDD's music in the past. The variation was alright, but the mix was so messy and the sounds weren't really impactful. I'm pretty sure I heard a sustain there. I'm just not sure why you would couple a sustain with a ringing sustain, a rhythm sustain with a tear out sustain. The frequencies overlap way too much. Delivery was a bit basic, just rising in pitch. Yeah, but just how wishy-washy this sounds, I can't get into it really. There's that, oh, it's choppy there, the sustain. It's there, I hear it. Not for me. If the execution was a bit better, I may have found it to be alright, but it's just too much. Wasn't a big fan of it at all. I like this though. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate them trying to layer the sounds, but I just don't get why you'd need a rhythm sustain over a tear out sound like that. Yeah, and then the sounds really didn't have any force to them. Those, like I said, the tear out stabs were okay. Didn't have that much weight to them or girthiness. It's not for me. It's not for me. DVEIGHT, Patience. Nice somber and sinister intro, just the notes. The sort of retro sounding, vintage sounding notes actually. I see you going in that C sharp, nasty little. I love how there weren't any kicks there. That tension is crazy. The sounds, same problem I've had with DVEIGHT's music. The machine gun basses, where's that weight? Where's the impact? Pretty light and up there. If you want to go in that direction, you at least need to have a really forceful sub or some underlying low-mid madness to propel the tune. I'm not getting that here. But yo, the structure. Ooh. Favorite DVEIGHT tune, maybe? Yeah, that crunchiness. It's more stagnant, but that's that weight I'm looking for. Well, not exactly, but it's more than we've been getting with the tune. Okay, yeah, not huge on DVEIGHT either, but that was solid. Again, I mean, the tear out stabs weren't 100% for me, the first ones that came in, but that tension being built with the sub being left out, I enjoyed that. A bit straightforward here, not much movement. Yeah, those are some shrill machine guns too. A lot of overtones there, but essentially no weight, and the drop's too short. I would have gotten into that if one, the sound design was heavier, and two, if the drop would have been fleshed out, doubled in length. That sounded promising though. It's definitely one of my favorites by DV8, but it's still, I still can't say that I enjoy it all the way through. Yeah, but there are some very solid structural ideas on show there. Especially, again, that kick being left out. Let me run that back. Yeah. It's okay. Not 100% for me again. D motherfucking line. Trying to fit in. This should be the most boisterous. Oh no, I'm not gonna say that. I was about to say it's gonna be the most boisterous of the bunch, but there's an ID coming up that I've been anticipating for like 4 months now. Almost half a year, actually. Didn't expect this type of sound design from him, though. It's more rearing and, like, visceral. It's not glossy and overly, like, in your face, like his stuff usually is. Welcome surprise, though. Drop didn't do too much, though. See, I was gonna say that build-up was unnecessary, but I feel like he wants to build up the tension even more. Oh, I like the note placement. Or the sub, whatever that was. I have to admit, it's not as overblown as D-Line's best tunes are. And that rhythm sustain is a bit obnoxious. That rhythm sustain and the fake out of another bad song, I don't really like it. Here it's put to better use. Yeah, I feel like his style shines the most when everything's just so overblown and full force. It sounds more contained here. But it's well produced. And the mix is actually better than the majority of D-Line stuff, even though, like, I don't even give a fuck about the mix when it comes to his stuff, because it's so primal. Yeah, I mean, production is good, but the overall feel isn't as powerful. It's not powerful enough for me, personally. Like, End This Suffering, Radioactivity, Rip-Off Anthem, all those. Missing his sustains too, actually. Still, that's definitely a personal preference thing, because when it comes to production, that's probably one of his best tunes. Stoned Level, Time to Die. Don't know much about this producer. Like this, ravey feel. Okay, tonality, fat bass line. Already liking this. Succulent sound design right there. Motif is also so solid. I love how it isn't on just one note. It sort of alters its notation. Ooh, a tonality right there. Oh, what a switch up. I just like how dissonant it got here. If I'm being honest, this would have fit more in Hyde's headquarters, but yo, this second drop might be so much heavier. Yeah, it's nice. It's just not as heavy as I was hoping it for it to be, especially since it's, like I was saying, on heavy artillery. Oh, scratchy sound design here in the back. Well, more glossy than scratchy. That layering reminds me a little of Berserker by Samplifier. I don't know why. I think, nah, I felt like there was some like chants in the back of the mix, but I think I was just imagining those. Still solid track. Tonality defo makes it. Love how it switches up in a more atonal direction. Okay, Okay. People. Next tune. Shit. Oh, God. Fuck. DK and Secrecy. Voltage. I'm just already smiling because I have it playing in my head right now. Okay, let me go to the bathroom before I play this out. Okay, fuck, here we go, bro. Got that Chief Keef Breakfast Club fucking sample in there. 300. Legendary. Oh, I know it's this one. I mean, unless they fucking made another collab. Oh, he left his tag in there. Bro, no, come on, bro. Don't do this to me, y'all. Oh. Okay, we have to turn this shit up, bro. I know this is Secrecy's part right here. Oh, just... Oh. I don't know how you can make something so fucking boisterous and not just sound overblown at the same time, you know? That DK section, like... the way the machine gun started up here and went down, like the pitch, that was already enough. And yeah, like I said, Secrecy's part was so fucking overblown. I'm assuming that they worked on different parts. They may have like combined both efforts. Bro, I don't know. This tune though. Oh, what is up? Shit in the back! This tops Relinquish as the best Terror tune of the year. I don't give a fuck. Reload. What was that? What are the sounds in the back? I have nothing else to say about that one. eliderp and JoeB, Vexxed. Yeah, Voltage and Ransom are going to be in my top 3. I think I'll choose 5 favorites for this comp since it's 22 songs. I already have like this predetermined standard in my head that the rest of the songs aren't going to live up to fucking that last one. Like, I'll try and stay unbiased, you know. I really love that harmony. It reminds me of Neo Gangsta by Leatrix, how choppy that full force harmonicity is. That's so fucking good. Haven't heard much of JoeB in the past. Well, I think he's dropped 1 or 2 singles. Start-stop delivery. I hear that Odd Prophet influence. I think JoeB was a student of his. Correct me if I'm wrong. I knew he was gonna fucking just go ham with those fucking machine gun bases. Ooh, why did they get so tonal though? Oh, solid, so solid. Nice switch. I knew that they were gonna go off in the switch with those machine gun bases. That's what JoeB does specifically. Oh, how it just faded out, like filtered in and then just came back. Love little shit like that. I like that little sound on top. But a bit straightforward here. Oh, but I like those like hits that just upped in pitch. That was so good. A little bit of energy is lost here, I feel like. It's not as energetic, but again, those like harmonic hits in the back, those are great. Well produced tune. I mean, yeah, mad Leatrix vibes here. Especially because of that glitchy glossiness. Beautiful melodicity to round out the tune. Nice. Very nice, actually. Wait, was that a mistake? Okay, second to last track, let's get to AKVMA with Nuclear. Not gonna lie, in the past couple weeks, I've gotten into AKVMA stuff. Wasn't a fan of her shit beforehand, but that Your Love remix is probably my favorite off of the remix compilation. And yeah, it was just impact of the sounds thing for me. So I hope these tear out stabs, if there are any, I hope they're full force. All that roughness in the mix. The falling in pitch delivery, it works. I hear a sustain there too. Not too loud. Nice growls too. That delivery's great. Here, the tear out stabs don't have as much impact as I like them to, but that bursty delivery there, similar to the Your Love remix, I adore that flow. So yeah, there was some like crunchy, rough texture in the mix during the drop, which helped to make the tune sound more raw and visceral and primal. Oh, the fake out. Oh, that little nasty, the squishiness in the film. Okay, I feel like the force isn't up there yet, as much as I'd like it to be, but the patterns, the flows are the main thing that make the tune for me. Yeah, but just pretty savage tear out in general. Nice tune. Okay, final track. Hopefully I didn't miss any. Agony with Umbra. Great way to end it with some agony. Oh, I love this part. Techno part. Reminds me of The Hunt by Code. Inhuman now. staple agony vocal, female vocal. Whoa, whoa! This is the shrillest he's ever gone. And why does the sound so twisted? See, one thing with Agony is their sound design is also very pinprick and shrill and up there, still tear out stabs. But the one thing that separates their music from a lot of tear out producers I don't enjoy, because their stuff isn't impactful enough, that driving sub. That's what makes it. But yeah, I must admit the impact was still a little lackluster there because the sounds were so up there. But I loved all that grittiness going on. This part. Slight, ever so slight, tonal overtone. It seems like with every Agony tune I hear, the motifs, the melodicity become a bit more prevalent, and I like that. But just the glitchiness of this track specifically, twisted and warbly, ooh, that's sustained. A bit stagnant, sustained, but I like how it progresses and gets more choppy and like sputters out. Nice outro tune. I mean, this compilation was very good. There's a lot of solid stuff. When I say solid, for me it's like a 7 out of 10. I don't love it, but it isn't bad at all, and I could listen to it in my free time. I think there was only one song I didn't very much enjoy, the DDD tune. There may have been one or two others. And yeah, I mean, the really good songs definitely outweighed the... There basically weren't any meh tunes. They were either solid for me, really good, or just not all that. Yeah, I mean, for a compilation in this length, I definitely enjoyed this much more than the last Cyclops Recordings compilation, the Boot Camp. I found a lot of tunes on that compilation to be just average, decent. Shit I could technically get into, but just wasn't stand out in the end in the greater scheme of things. But yeah, here, this comp, I like this comp a lot. I like it a lot. And yeah, one last thing, you could really smell, you could hear the Subtronics influence, that Wookiee, wonky influence, specifically in Heine's headquarters in Psychedelic Division. Not as much in the heavy artillery, but it'd be pretty difficult to weave that, I guess, influence into like tear out music, so that makes sense. Still, favorite section, defo heavy artillery. Drop your opinions in the comment section below of this comp. What was your favorite track? What was your least favorite track? Do y'all think I capped whilst giving some of my opinions of these tracks? If so, let me know. This has been your boy Joe. Thank you all for watching. I'm impressed. I will see y'all in the next video. Oh yeah, make sure to join my Discord server. Peace.